Hi guys, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm your host Jalen, and I'm here with AJ.
Hello.
We're back again. How's everyone doing today? AJ, how's your day going so far?
My day's going all right. Just the same old.
Same old. What's the date today? Is based off when we're recording this is November 5th. Fridays. Now, what is your daily Fridays? What do you do Fridays? Like,
my Fridays are just like my Mondays and Wednesdays.
I
I wake up, wish I didn't have class, then I go to class at like 10, and then my last class ends at 4. Yeah. And then I go back to sleep.
Wow.
No.
You become, sometimes it depends what days we record, but like I would go to sleep too afterwards. I don't have any class on Fridays, so like I will sleep in, get up, go get some breakfast from I went to go get breakfast at like 7:45, 8ish. Got up because breakfast closes at 9 here, which stinks, so I had to get up early.
Dang.
And then I had practice at 2, and then like I don't have to go work on Fridays. Like I don't work any weekends. So
that's
like,
nice.
really nice. Speaking of work,
wouldn't you want to work on the weekends when you don't have school?
No, because that's when we're the busiest the most, and I don't like to be up there when it's busy.
That's smart.
And I try to keep a medium when it comes to how many hours I work during the school year. So I work very, very low part-time. Like I only work 15 hours a week. So I'm fine with working during the week, but on weekends, I like to have that time to do homework, chill, relax. Like usually stuff's going on the weekend. So especially basketball season's been all around.
Oh yeah, basketball season.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Tech's basketball team. So are you excited for basketball
in general?
You just like basketball in general?
Yeah, I just like basketball. Even if Tech's team was awful, I would still be excited for it.
Well, definitely. Whenever their first home game is, our first home game is Tuesday actually, so I'm gonna be there. Two basketball guys already came up to me. They're like, "Are you gonna be at our game?" I was like, "Yeah, of course," because I love basketball. And then I'm also trying to film with the ESPN program here on campus, so I'm gonna be filming the games too. So.
Oh, you did the volleyball game, right?
Yeah, I did.
How did that go?
So my experience doing it actually was easier than I thought, to be honest. So I was on cam 1. There was 2 cameras, technically 3 cameras, but only 2 of us were operating cameras. So cam 1 was your job was to just get a wide shot of the whole game. Like even if it was like basketball, volleyball, whatever sport it is, you're just following the ball. So with volleyball, I was on like the server and I'm just following the ball and watching the plays go out. If you were cam 2, your job was to get the hero shots. You know, when the striker, strikes the ball down, the right side striker just strikes the ball down, or something great happens, like a nice block. Like that was the camera 2's job. And this is all projecting like on the little board, like at the game. And it was live too. So like people are getting this live. So it was really cool experience. Only thing that sucks is ESPN Plus. Like you have to pay to watch it. So so it wasn't like, it's not big time, but it's still the experience working with other people, just like, because like I didn't know who was, I knew one of the girls that were like in the booth, like saying like, okay, you're live, cam 1, get ready, cam 1. Like I knew who the girl was, but like the other people I didn't know. So like it was just opportunities to work with different people and just like build connections. Cause like, even though that was the last volleyball game of the season, which I came in pretty late, I was like, okay, I got to put more effort trying to get into more of the filming so I can at least get my name out there. At least they know me. Cause like a lot of the people that were in the booth, they've worked professionally out there with sports. My teacher actually, my cinematic teacher and my studio production teacher, he actually has been in the film industry for like 10 plus years, like long time. So like, that's cool. What I'm saying. I know, right? You would not expect anyone in Little Rock to have anything going on, but we always attract some good teachers and some good people. So, but yeah, it was a cool experience. When's the next game we're recording? We're going to record it on December 11th. So,
will that also be on ESPN Plus?
Yeah, it was actually funny because Sam's mom actually watched the game, and she actually like, I called Sam afterwards, and it was funny because Sam Mom was like, "You're so good, good job." And I was like, I just filmed the game. Like it wasn't like anything big deal. Like, and then apparently we get paid doing it too, because I got an email today. They were like, October production pay. They're like, you need to sing your W-9 so you can get a check. And I was
Yeah,
like,
of course you get paid for it. It's a job.
I did not know that it was I really thought it was just a volunteer type thing, but I guess it's a job. So I probably should do it more often.
Yes.
It's gonna be a side job for me. Speaking of jobs, I hit my 1 year anniversary yesterday at Canes. Clap it up for me. Yep. That light golf clap. Yeah, guys, it was my 1 year anniversary at Canes yesterday. I got hired on November 4th, 2020. Before the restaurant was even open. We didn't open up the restaurant until like 20 days later. But I wasn't there on opening day because I went home for the break for Thanksgiving. So I didn't get to work opening. So I came back. When I came back that following week, then I actually got to like actually work with like the drive-through with like actual people coming through. But yeah, it's been 1 year. I don't know where my life has come.
I don't know if that's something to celebrate. That like that just
no, it has nothing to celebrate. I mean, what they do for you at the restaurant is they just make you a card that says like, I put it on my story, but it said like Jalen, seeing how you've grown. Like they always put like dog jokes. They like put dog jokes, so like or puns. I mean, so I don't know if it was like a dog pun. I didn't really read it, but it just said like happy anniversary. And then like all the managers sign it. They put it on the back bulletin board, so like anyone can sign it. So one of my work friends, she signed it, but she thought it was my birthday. She literally put happy birthday. And I told her, I was like, girl, it's not so my birthday. Funny. I said, did you not read the card? Like, it said happy birthday. And I was like, thanks. It's not my birthday, but I appreciate you signing the card.
But 1 year, wow. I've never worked somewhere that long. You never worked 1 year? Yeah.
Or worked that long at a job? What was your first job like ever? And how old were you when you had your first job?
My first job was at Bell's, the like little department store, I guess. Yeah. And I was 18 when I worked there.
So we were the same age when we got our first job then. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. That's wild. I thought you started younger.
I got that job only because it was my dream job to work there.
Wait, why was it your dream job? Because you saw it driving by?
It was always, so my mom would always go in there. Like a really good friend of my family's, she's always worked there. And so we would like visit her, or we would go there for like Black Friday deals or whatever. And it was always empty, just never people in there. But the people that would go in there would be like old people. And I love old people because they don't care.
They either don't care or they can be completely obnoxious. It's like one of the other spectrum.
It's so funny. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna work at Bell's, and I put in my mind, and that's why I worked there.
You're like, I'm working at Bell's just because it's gonna be easy. Yeah. Well, my first job was also at 18, and I worked at North Texas Jellystone Park.
That's right.
It was a fun job. It was fun. I was working in the marketing department there. I'm still cool with some of the people that work there, but overall, it was a very subpar job because my manager, like, she was just like, I don't know, she was a bit much for me. She was a little bit too much for me. I mean, I don't mean to call her out on this podcast, but she was a bit much for me. I wasn't a big fan of her. I only worked there for just the summer. I tried to go back, or she tried to get me back. I think I tried to go back during quarantine. That's what it was. When COVID hit, when we were like, things were opening back up, I was trying to go back, and she just never would like answer me. And I was like, whatever. I don't need to go back there anyways. So I was like, I'll just stay jobless for a while. So I only was at Jellystone Park for 3 months. Got paid $7.25, literally miserable.
Oh, we both got paid. Actually, I think I made a little bit more than that. Yeah. Because you spoke Spanish. It's so fun. Yeah, I spoke Spanish. God, that's so funny. So
that is the biggest stereotype ever.
Yeah, I hate it when people like assume that. They're like, oh, you speak Spanish because you're Mexican. I'm like, haha, funny. I don't. Don't ever talk to me again. But so one of my coworkers, Sam, she had told the managers that I spoke Spanish. And so
I
they're
like how
like,
she spoke for you.
yeah, they're like, oh, you you get paid more because you speak Spanish. And the way they found out I didn't speak Spanish is because when I was working the freight, unpacking and doing stuff, sorting the clothes, one of the managers came back and he's like, hey, we have a customer who only speaks Spanish. And I look at him, I go, okay, what do you want me to do? And he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. And like the company get in big trouble. I guess they already went bankrupt, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, they could get in big trouble. And I was like, no, it's fine. It's just really funny. And then Sam had told me how much she got paid, and I was like, oh, I get paid more than you, and you worked here longer. She's like, it's probably because you speak Spanish. I'm like, I don't speak Spanish, but thanks for getting me paid more
than you. Oh my gosh. Imagine that. Too bad.
So funny.
Too bad I didn't get that. Well, right now, my pay definitely has risen from when I first started at Canes. When I first started at Canes, I was getting paid like 10 something, which was really good because like when I used to babysit, that technically people don't think babysitting is a job. I get people don't think it's a job, but I consider that was technically that was my first job.
Well, would you get paid?
Yeah, I got paid. I get paid $10 an hour.
And it's a job.
That's what I said. People were like, babysitting's not a job. Okay, so then scratch that. Joeystone was my first job, technically. Babysitting was. I started babysitting at like 16, 17 years old. And I used to babysit these two. This one, well, at the time, he was in kindergarten. The little girl was in preschool. But now they're like way older. I don't know where they are now. My mom follows the mom on Instagram. Fun fact, the dad worked at Canes. He was the manager at the Canes at our town. Oh. So I used to eat Canes. That's how I got into Canes was my sophomore, junior year. That's when I started eating Canes because he would come home and he'll be like, do you want Canes? And I'm like, I never had Canes, don't know what it is. And he was like, this is what we have. I was like, okay, I'll try it. So I got the 3-finger and I was like, this toast, immaculate. I love the sauce. I got so obsessed.
The sauce is where it's at, honestly.
Have you ever had Zaxby's or have you ever heard of Zaxby's?
Yeah, I've had Zaxby's.
Okay, so whose sauce is better? Zaxby's?
They're the exact same thing.
No, it's not. I've tried it.
They're the Zaxby's same thing.
No, two different sauces. Okay, fine. The Chick-Fil-A sauce or Cane sauce? Who's
Chick-Fil-A sauce, hands down. I could drink Chick-Fil-A sauce, like a large cup of Chick-Fil-A sauce.
So overrated.
I could drink. Yep, it's way better.
You know, someone came to the drive-thru. They buy like literally like a regular size, a 22-ounce cup of just cane sauce.
Oh, that's actually...
Isn't that disgusting?
Yeah,
Isn't that gross? Like, that cringes you out, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I've literally had people come to the drive-thru, order that, and like we have to literally pump it and like put it in a cup. We give it to them. We're like, here you go. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, people dip their whole hand in there and just like eat it, thinking it's cute. I'm like, or they leave it in their refrigerator because they get canes often, so they're like, oh, I'm just gonna keep using that. But that's so disgusting. I've seen videos of people do it, and I'm just like, oh, don't do that. Like, why are you doing that with our sauce? Like, you're so weird.
No, I want to order like a whole cup of cane sauce, and then when they hand it to me, I'm just gonna like put a straw in it and start drinking it just to see. I'm nervous that people actually drink it. I'm actually nervous that people might drink it. They're like, so can I have a straw? You're like, oh no.
Thank goodness I haven't had anyone like that experience-wise. But if I had to rank all the best sauces, I think cane sauce is number one. Okay, so the difficult part is like I really don't like the Zaxby or Chick-fil-A sauce, but I'll put Chick-fil-A second because I just really love Chick-fil-A, and then Zaxby will be last because I really don't like Zaxby sauce. It tastes gross. Doesn't go good with the chicken. Their chicken's great though. No, I think the cane sauce is a little bit more tangier taste to it, I think. Personally, maybe because I worked there my whole life and I smell it all the time. Like I've had pumpkin sauce so many times. I can't even count to you how many hours.
I've only had Zaxby's once, so I guess that, yeah.
I've had twice, and I just was like, and I've had Chick-fil-A sauce, like only a few times. But I don't know what they put in it, but I just don't like the taste of it. So I'm not a big fan. I don't know. But babysitting tech was my first job. I got paid $10.
So you've only had like 3 jobs?
Technically, I've only had 3 jobs. Yeah.
Okay. We're the exact same. I've only had 3 jobs as well.
Okay. What were the 3? What other 2 places did you used to work at?
So worked at Bell's, then Lowe's, the night
Oh,
shift.
yeah.
I worked the night shift at Lowe's, which was like the perfect job for me, especially since it was in the summer because I could still do stuff during the day. I already slept like through my whole mornings, so nothing really changed.
Mm-hmm.
Then after Lowe's, I worked at Methanasium, which I'm pretty sure I'm still employed there.
Are you gonna go back for the summer?
Oh, of course. Methanasium was fun. I liked it.
Or would you go for the break? Because I was gonna go back to Cairns for like Thanksgiving, Christmas break,
Mm-hmm.
and I was gonna go for that.
I'll probably do the same. Yeah.
I really liked working at the Canes in our town because I liked the people over there, and it was nice and it was cool. But I don't know how much it's changed now because I know a lot of the people that were at that Canes were in college or like seniors in high school. The one that I work at now in Little Rock, a lot of them are seniors in high school. So, but some of them are younger, and some of them can just be really bratty and really annoying. I use that word all the time, bratty, but that's how I describe children when they're obnoxious and they're divas and they have attitudes at work. I don't get paid enough to be babysitting them dumb. That's when you're old enough to know what right from wrong is. It's different babysitting a 6-year-old than having to handle a 16-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's a complete different
Huge
age.
difference.
Now I get paid $12.75. I came from $10.50 when I first started to $12.75.
Nice.
Look at me go. Yeah. Because I'm a certified trainer. I train people that are new at the Canes. So that's fun. Actually, I trained one girl last night and she thought I was the manager. She's like, "Are you the manager?" I was like, I just busted all
Just
out.
be like, I should be. Just
too bad the cameras are, oh my gosh. And right now, the ROS, which is like, the big dogs of Canes, they've been watching us. So you got to be careful what you say on camera. So like, I just laughed and I was like, I'm not the manager. But in my head, I was like, yeah, I can be the manager because all these people suck and I can be better. No, I'm just kidding. I love my managers. Just kidding, managers. I love you guys. I love my managers. They're all great people. But overall, they're not bad. Like, I wouldn't be at the job for as long if they were that bad, because like at Jellystone, no, I couldn't deal with it anymore.
I think that's like I see that a lot with our like generation. They're like, if you just like, if it's a bad work environment, I'm leaving. I don't leave this job that much. Like
our generation is strong.
I've seen that. Yeah. Like, and so I was watching a TikTok of this guy who was, he's like I think he's a manager at like some Starbucks or whatever. And he said he had an employee where the employee said, it's like, hey, no matter what, don't ever schedule me on a Monday. I will quit if you schedule me on Monday. And the manager, like several weeks passed by and he's like, hey, you got to come in on Monday. We're short staffed. You're the only one that's available. And the guy never showed up. And then he never showed up after that. He just quit. And I was like, look, he warned you. He said, don't ever schedule him on Monday.
That's literally so relatable at Canes because people will literally just be like, or not even just like quitting, but they'll leave the shit early. Like they'll pop an attitude with the manager and the manager be like, okay, you want to have that attitude? You're gone. They're like, okay, like they don't.
Yeah, people have no problem just leaving.
I'm the exact opposite. I try to like say I'm my best favorite on the shift because you're not gonna kick me off my shift because that's me losing hours. That's me losing my money. You're messing with my money. Like I'm not gonna do it. Like you can have that attitude and you can sit here and yell at me for stuff, but I'm just gonna sit there and ignore you because I've done that before. One of my managers, she's out of all of my managers, she's one of my least favorite because sometimes she comes into work having like a little attitude sometimes, but that's beside the point. But we were all laughing in the drive-thru, messing around, because they're my work friends. I love being around them.
Yeah.
And she said something to us, and one of the girls was like, blah, 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 I tell you guys to do this. And we're like, okay, we're going to do it, right? But then I think one of my coworkers said something that I was like saying something that she said, like I was like reacting to what she said. And so then the manager came out and said, "Oh, y'all guys think I didn't hear you guys? I watched the cameras. I heard you. Y'all can leave." Girl, when I tell you I ignored her, I was like, "I'm going to keep working because I'm not leaving the shift. You got me messed up. I've been working here too long for you to kick me off a shift. I've been working here for now a year, but at the time that was like, what, 11 months into the job. I never had any issues at the job. I've never done anything. So like, girl, I'm not leaving this shift. You got me messed up. I'm only working 15 hours. Like I'm barely here. So I need every second. I need every minute there. Like you're tripping. So I'm not leaving. She's funny. She thought she was gonna kick me off the shift, but no, I don't get kicked off shifts. That never will get kicked off a shift unless I have a bad day. But when I have to go to work, I leave all my BS at home because I don't agree with people coming into work with attitudes like that. Just makes things worse for yourself.
It does, yeah.
So, but I think what I think should change in like the workforce, especially I think with like fast food, I don't think 16, 15-year-olds should be working, to be honest, because I don't think their work ethic is like there. Like I mean,
that's why they just like quit or something.
Yeah, it's like they don't really they don't care to be there. Like, so it's like I don't want to say a waste of space, but like you're taking my money too. Well, not my money, but like we get paid the same. You don't do anything for 8 hours, but I'm working my butt off for 8 hours. We still get cut the same paycheck at the same time. That irritates me because I don't think kids that young should be working or even think about working. I mean, my mom didn't let me work at that age. I couldn't work at that age.
I never had a reason to work. Like, I don't know. There was never anything where I was like, I really need money or I really want to buy this, or because I didn't even need a car because I didn't have my license yet. So I was like, there's no reason for me to work.
Yeah. When did you get your license, Adrian?
I got my license at like 17, almost 18.
My mom kept telling me that I got my license at 16, but I don't. My birthday was in the summer. So like when I got my license, I was just turning 17. I don't know. I'm trying to like think of the timeline when I got my license, but I think I was like 16, 17, but I couldn't drive until junior year. So like, because my birthday's in the summer, when I turned 16 by the summer of ending our sophomore year, that's when I started driving. So I would say I started driving around 16, 17. I just don't remember exactly. Gosh, I'm like looking at myself in the camera and I'm this warpedness.
It's getting like worse and worse.
Yeah, I think because it's getting dark. Hold on. Like, let's pause this for a second and then
all right.
Move on to the next song. But I'm gonna try to turn my light up. And I guess that brings us to my. Oh wait. Oh my gosh.
What happened? Did you turn on? It looks like you just lost all color. Everything has lost color. Like,
AJ, I don't know how to fix this.
That's because you were messing with the brightness in Zoom.
Oh my gosh. No, I was messing with like adjusting low light because I was really. Does it look better now?
This looks bad. No, this looks awful.
This computer, AJ. I don't know what to do. Sorry that we're like take a pause, but I was like looking at myself. I can't fix it. I don't know what to do.
Bad. If you're to all the audio listeners, go check out YouTube right now and look how bad Jalen's video is.
I know I look like dark chocolate out here.
Okay, wait. That's a little better. Perfect. All right, just hold it.
I know, but that means I would have to hold my computer like the whole
It's only for like 30 more minutes. Well, 30, 40 minutes.
Oh my God, it is so bad. Maybe I need to like lean back.
It's the angle. You need the angle.
There. I'll just leave it here.
Okay, that's better.
I had to fix it. Sorry, guys. It was just the video was not given.
This feels like a job interview. Like you're interviewing for a job.
Hello.
Because it's a flat background. There's nothing behind you.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it so terrible? This is how I look like for classes when I'm online. I'm just like sitting on here. I'm just like on the computer, just audio off. Just oh gosh. Okay. Anyways, continuing.
Okay.
About that. So, but what?
You've worked at Cane's for a whole year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have no idea what that's like. But I think a great comparison would be like my mom, who's worked at her job for over 20 years.
That's what it feels like.
That's so, I don't know, just being at a job, if being at a job for 1 year is crazy to me, imagine what it'd be like in the far, far future where I'm like, man, I've been in this career or this job for 10 plus years. It would blow my mind.
You would be surprised how many people work at Canes and that's their career. Like people work there for 14 years and that's just their career. And they came from like a crew member all the way up to management. Like not even like management meaning like, like the higher people, like the corporate, that's where they're at. But it's the fact that people work at fast food industry as a career and they make actually decent money from it. I mean, it's not always about money, but that's the fact that that's actually like legit, like how they make a living for themselves is Canes. So I'm ready to start my career because don't get me wrong, I'm probably going to be at Canes for another year. One more year in my belt, probably, maybe two and a half.
One more.
We'll come back together. We'll have a little reunion for tea time, and I'll be like,
I hope this ages well, or it's gonna be like, man, I said one more year. It's been 10 years, and I'm still.
I come back. I'm like restless. I'm like, I've been working at Canes for 10 years now. Like just like eyes drooped, like just death. You can see the death in my eyes. Dang, all this food talk's making me hungry. So can we talk about Thanksgiving? Sorry.
Yeah, it's the next big holiday coming up.
That is the next big holiday. It's in a few weeks. So that means the semester is lurking towards the end. How are we feeling about towards the end of the semester?
When does the semester end for you?
December 6th. I think.
Yeah, I think mine's December 6th, December 7th also.
Yeah, because then finals is that following week. So like the 13th through the 16th, I think is finals. But like I don't have classes on Thursday and Friday, so I'm leaving Thursday because I'll be free to go because track will be done practicing on the 14th of December. So I'll be free to go. So I'm going to stay around for like 2 days and then hit the road, probably work. And then once I get back to Texas, I'll be working at the Canes, most likely. So if you come up there, you'll see me working. But I'm excited for Thanksgiving because I would say out of all the holidays, it's third favorite holiday.
Third favorite? What's number two?
I'm trying to think, what is number two? I don't know. We don't celebrate much. We celebrate Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Martin Luther King Day.
You don't celebrate Dia de los Muertos?
What?
Day of the Dead?
No, but I do celebrate Juneteenth. I do celebrate Juneteenth.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one. Yes.
That's number two. Juneteenth.
Juneteenth is number two.
It's actually this past summer, it just became a national holiday. Like, legit.
Which is like
stupid, right? It should have been.
Yeah, it's like 20, 40, 100 years late.
Yeah, way late. Thanks,
very late.
Government. Don't get me started. But yeah.
I think Texas is really progressive and has always recognized it as a holiday.
I think of course.
It was supposed to be ironic because Texas is not progressive at all.
No, we're very much a Republican state, but the people of color, they recognize, I would say people of color recognize it. I'm not going to say everybody recognizes in Texas. Yeah. People who are of color know that Juneteenth is a very important holiday. They know that. So like the fact that we're just now making a national holiday, I mean, thanks Biden, but like,
I don't think he has any say in national.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, thanks, but like, there's no, like, I can't be like, oh my God, thank you. Like, we've always celebrated it. So it didn't matter if it was a national holiday or not. We were going to celebrate regardless. Yeah. So that's my second favorite holiday. And then Christmas is number one.
I figured Christmas would be number one.
I mean, who doesn't have Christmas number one? I
actually hate Christmas. No, I don't.
Did you see on my face? I was like, oh, like a telenovela, and the music playing in the background. That's what I felt like right there, my telenovela moment.
Everybody loves Christmas. Christmas is always fun.
I want to meet a person that actually doesn't like Christmas. I feel like there's someone out there.
Probably
That doesn't.
someone who's not Christian because it is a religious holiday.
I think if we even take that aspect of it, think of because like do we really celebrate it for Jesus' birth? Not really. Like we do the Christmas lights, the hot cocoa.
That's the more modern version of Christmas. Yeah,
that is the most modern version. But I'm saying there might be people out there that might like it for that reason. They're like Christmas, that's boring. Like who likes Christmas
probably.
music? I started listening to Christmas music around this time of the month, November, and I started countdown because, well, not now. I started in December, but I usually started countdown in December when Christmas is coming. Because
what about Thanksgiving music? You don't listen to Thanksgiving music?
Let's find Thanksgiving music. Like, what would you play?
There's definitely Thanksgiving music.
There's Thanksgiving. What do you listen to for Thanksgiving?
Me?
Yeah, what would you listen to?
I have no idea. Look, okay,
Wait.
So my family's Thanksgiving, I don't know if this is the same for you, but we always watch The Godfather. Always. Because it's always on during Thanksgiving. I don't know why, but so whenever I think of Thanksgiving music, I just think of like Italian music.
That's what I was going to say. I actually found some on YouTube. I was going to play it, but I don't want to get copyrighted, but I found some music on YouTube.
Okay, I kind of want to hear it. Just play it. Just play it real quick.
Let's play a snippet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. There's an ad. So hold on. Let me turn this amp down for a second. But like, people might actually, what we listen to actually when we start cooking for Thanksgiving before I play it, we'll listen to like that, that sermon by that lady. It was like beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. You ever heard that song?
That's so
That's
funny.
our Thanksgiving song.
That's so funny. I love it.
Yeah. That's what we used to do every Thanksgiving. That's like we started that like in 2018 when it came out, like when it was like a trend. And now we listen to it every Thanksgiving. We play it when we're cooking. We're gonna eat.
That's hilarious.
On repeat. I know, isn't that so? That's our Thanksgiving. That's our tradition, I guess we do. We don't really do anything else, like watch any movies or anything like that. But that's a cool tradition people do. Now, how many is it? Just you're with your immediate family that you spend Thanksgiving with, or do you have your cousins? Or like, what do you? It's been different every year, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes we'll have Thanksgiving with like 30, 40 people. And then other times it'll only be my family unit of 4.
Your circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say you do have a big family, but I have a big family too, especially on my dad's side. It's huge. But in the past, we've gone we've typically stayed home, especially because my dad doesn't come home, so it's just like my mom and my sisters. But in the past, we used to go like my grandma's house and eat at her house. But I never was at like a big feast with people. I think probably when I was younger, but it's been a minute. Okay, here we go. Wait, I'm gonna play like a snippet. Hold on. I just want to know like what do you listen to? Okay. On the caption of the video, like the title is Thanksgiving song, best Thanksgiving music collection for Thanksgiving dinner.
Thanksgiving in the title.
I don't know what that. That was that.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know. There's old school songs for going home for the holidays, vintage. I don't know.
Nah.
I just found a song called "Gobble Gobble" by Matthew West. Interesting. I don't know. I don't think there's anything called. I don't know what you listen to for Thanksgiving. What, the piano? What are you laughing at?
No, I don't think there is such thing as Thanksgiving music. I just always like to point it out every year.
I think
you have like Halloween music, you have Christmas music, but then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Thanksgiving." Yeah.
Nothing. I saw the most funniest TikTok about like just holidays. I realized that Father's Day is ranked like top 20 for most celebrated holidays.
Yeah, you mentioned this last episode.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny to bring back up because poor dads, we don't celebrate you guys enough. Because Mother's Day is like number 2. And then Christmas is obviously number 1. Like, who doesn't celebrate Christmas? Also, there's Hanukkah too, but I don't know. What religion is Hanukkah? I don't know what that is. Jewish holiday. Okay. Yes. Which is just like their form of Christmas, which is interesting. This is why I want to travel the world.
Did you say it was their form of Christmas?
Is it not their form of Christmas or no? I don't know.
It's
They
around the
don't like.
same
They don't
time.
celebrate Christmas.
It's not the exact. No,
Is it
exactly.
different?
I mean, yes,
But
because
they don't celebrate Christmas.
yeah, they don't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah,
But
so that's their
Hanukkah is not.
Christmas. No, it's not. Okay, I'm wrong. Okay.
What do you think? What's like the biggest difference between Christianity and Judaism?
I don't know the difference.
So Jewish people don't believe that Jesus was like the, I guess, Messiah. I don't even know if that's the correct word. But then Christian people do believe that. So that's why we
Okay.
celebrate Christmas, because it's his birth.
Christ. Yeah.
But Hanukkah stands for something completely different.
I was just saying, like that's their like our
That's their
Christmas
holiday.
it's their holiday. That's what I was trying to explain. I wasn't saying that was their Christmas. I'm just saying like that's what they celebrate for the fact that they don't celebrate Christmas. That's what I was trying to say. It just didn't come across right in my brain. But sometimes you got to think before you say things.
Yes,
but
you do.
Either way, when did you start putting up your Christmas tree at home?
I don't. It depends if anyone's gonna be over at our house. No, I'm kidding.
I'm finna say
Normally right after Thanksgiving, because everyone's still like home, before everyone like leaves or whatever. Yeah.
I can't wait to just stuff my face with some good home cooking, because I feel like my mom cooks for like 30 people and it's just 6 of us, or 5 of us. I mean, five of us that eat, and we'll have so many leftovers.
Yeah, and you just eat that for the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks. It gets a little sickening, but it's like, it's so good every time. Like every time you eat it, Thanksgiving food never can go too bad.
So what is y'all's Thanksgiving menu?
Ooh, that is a great question. So obviously we have turkey, but sometimes we have ham.
Okay.
But mainly turkey. We have, for sides, we have some good old mac and cheese.
Interesting. I thought that would be. I did.
What do color people eat?
No, that's not what I was. I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking, but I was just thinking like Jalen's family. For a moment, I'm like, mac and cheese as a side, definitely. Like,
definitely.
And then probably in the oven, right?
Shoot. My mom makes it in the oven because she likes to try like different cheeses, put different cheeses in it. So yes, mom makes it in the oven.
I know your family too well.
Too well, and you've barely been around. Trying to think of the other stuff that. Oh my God, candy yams.
Candy what?
Candy yams. Sweet, sweet potatoes?
Oh, okay.
Delicious. It's sweet potatoes and marshmallows.
I wouldn't have thought.
I know. It's called yams. Candy yams.
Yeah, I'm saying I wouldn't have thought sweet potatoes. You just don't seem like a sweet potato kind of person.
Oh, AJ. Oh, I love it. Okay, so when we go home, I'm gonna make sure you have a taste of candy yams.
No, I hate sweet potatoes. I hate them so much. They're disgusting.
Oh my goodness. I can't. Let me just hold back that tear. Just soak that up real quick. Sorry.
All right, so what else?
Collard greens or cabbage. Sometimes we do cabbage because I like cabbage. Man, I'm honestly having like a brain fart, so I can't even think. But I know for dessert, we like either pecan pie or sweet potato pie.
Okay.
And love me some sweet potato pie. But that's all I can think. But my mom cooks more than I can think of right now. But
what about stuffing?
AJ, do you know what skin tone I am?
All right, I'm just checking. That's a very Thanksgiving-y thing. What about is it cranberry sauce? What about cranberry sauce?
Oh, wait, hold on. You just reminded me. Cranberry sauce dressing. We have dressing. Okay, that's our form
like
of
just by
stuffing
itself, or
with the cranberry dressing and with cranberry. That's our stuffing. Yeah, you just remind me of that. It's the same thing, but we just don't put it in the turkey. Because don't people put it in turkey? Stuffing? They don't put that in turkey? You don't put it in the turkey? In the turkey?
Not
You just
in
have
the
it as a side
turkey.
thing, right? Huh?
I mean, it can be cooked with the turkey, but no, it's a side. Yeah,
Okay. That's what we call it for black folks. We call it dressing. We don't
dressing.
call it stuffing. Yeah, dressing.
Really?
Okay, does your mom make stuffing?
Yeah,
Okay, so when you come down, you'll try our dressing and you'll see that it's probably the same, but
it
it's
probably
called
is the
dressing.
exact same thing.
It's the exact
It's just
same, but we
it's
need our
just
own
the
name.
interesting name, I guess. I don't know.
Google it after this, but it's called dressing. I don't know. I honestly think it's just a black folks thing because, I have other friends that are outside of my race and they have all called it stuffing. And I grew up calling it dressing. So, but put some cranberry sauce on it.
What if what if you're the only one in your family that calls it dressing?
That would just be so funny if I met
That would be
anybody
really
else.
funny. That'd be a
It'd be
very
really
Jalen
fun.
thing to happen.
I always have Jailerisms,
Mhm.
mannerisms, Jailerisms.
Yep, I can connect the dots.
I'm just making sure. I explain to the viewers. I'd explain to the viewers, in case they don't get it, getting their own
Mhm.
joke. Actually, fun fact, I like cranberry sauce by itself. I actually asked for it for Christmas and I ate the whole can.
I think my dad does the same thing. That's so weird.
We get along so well. That makes sense. What's your dad's zodiac sign?
I don't know. I don't care. I don't.
Okay, I'll ask him when I see him. I just want to know what that is. I didn't know your mom's
Well,
zodiac sign is. Too.
You could probably figure it out by when he was born. He was born
No, what's his birthday?
November. Huh?
No, I'm trying to figure out when his birthday was. November, what'd you say?
Yeah, November. And do you need the year?
I need the day. November what? AJ, you know your dad's birthday?
No, I'm kidding. 24th.
Oh, I was gonna say AJ. I was like, oh. Okay,
Sometimes it lands on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. What day does Thanksgiving land on this year? I think the 26th, 24th, 26th or 27th. It changes. I thought it's always been the same day. Your dad's
No,
Sagittarius.
It's it's the last Thursday of November.
You're right. That's what it always lands on. You're
So
totally
the day is the same, but the date
is different because it's always on the Thursday. What do you eat for Thanksgiving?
All the same stuff, minus mac and cheese. And normally my sister makes this like green bean casserole. And when she described it to me, it sounds disgusting. But I eat that whole pan that she makes. It is so good.
What's in it?
Mashed potatoes. What else? Turkey, obviously. Sometimes we make 2 turkeys because why not?
More turkeys the fun,
Yeah.
Gobble,
What
gobble.
else? Stuffing or dressing, as you call it.
I really want you to look it up because I honestly think.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll just like try random new things. So whatever someone brings.
Oh, people will bring over food? Sometimes?
Yeah, we just have a bunch of people.
Look. Dressing versus stuffing. Apparently there's a difference, but I don't think there's a difference. I really don't think it's a difference.
It sounds the same to me.
It does sound the same. I think that's why I said I think we need to have a taste test. I think we should bring your mom's stuffing and then my mom's dressing, and then we both taste it.
Mm-hmm.
Just minus the who cooks it better, but just like if there's a difference on what's in it, because I personally don't know what's in dressing. I don't know what they put in it. I'm looking at all these different stuffings, how people make their stuffing different. Apparently, it's like it's different mixtures of food, right? That's pretty much what stuffing is, or dressing.
What? Now I feel like they're different. I'm gonna have to look it up myself.
Well, then I'm looking up this. It says the term dressing, per the History Channel, originated around the 1850s when the Victorians deemed stuffing too crude for the dish to be named. This happened around the same time the term dark meat began to. This is the Huffing Post. This is posted by the Huffing Post. I think that's called dressing. See, but it even says as Georgia peach with the roots in Huntsville, I knew dressing to be a particular bundle of characteristic day old. I don't know what people put in there. I think it has to be a Southern thing. See, dressing's for Southerners. Oh man, my thing's messing up. But it says dressing is for Southerners. Oh look, it says as a Black woman from the South, dressing is the only name I'm known to hollow for a Thanksgiving side dish.
Yeah, but they're the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just called dressing for
It's
most Black
name.
folks. It's the same thing, same name, but Black folks call it dressing.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, go find you a fellow Black folk and be like, so you eat dressing? Sorry, anyways.
It's the same thing. It doesn't matter what you call it.
I know it's the same thing. I'm just saying. It's weird growing up.
Making it seem like it's different.
No, I'm not. It's weird to think that we had I don't know why we have to name it something different if it's the same thing. I don't know.
It's just like a different language,
Yeah, doesn't make sense, but you just take it and that's what it is.
Yeah, it happens.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's the only reason I was saying. I'm just everyone grows up differently and what things are said or how people describe stuff. Either way, we still need to do a taste test. I really want to get you into eating sweet potatoes, but I don't know why you don't like it.
No, nothing will ever. They're awful.
Is it just the taste of it? You just don't like how it tastes in your mouth?
What? Why would I only not like? Why would I only hate the look of it?
There's people that actually visually just can't eat things. They just think it's visually not appealing.
Yeah, those are people that just don't want to try new things.
I know people that are like that.
Yeah, I don't like sweet potatoes because I don't like sweet potatoes. They don't taste good.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I was just asking. I'm just saying. I just know people that visually just look at food and be like, that's like McDonald's.
Those people are irrational.
Yeah, get right, people. If you think food's gross because you're not gonna, and you just look at it. Do you smell your food before you eat it?
Naturally, yeah.
Really? I don't do that.
Smell is a part of taste.
I know that, but I never picked something up and went eat it.
No, I've never done that either. But as I eat it, I do get a whiff of it.
People physically pick up food, smell it.
Yeah, I know. You were asking me if I smell my food.
Oh,
I said,
no.
I guess yes, but I
That's
don't.
the action I was trying to show.
I don't just grab something and I'm like, no, it's weird.
People do that. I think my mom does it. I don't know if my mom does it. I just know someone I know smells their food before they eat it. See, but that would be off-putting because what happens if it smells gross? They don't eat it.
If it smells gross, it probably tastes gross too.
Yeah, 100%. Most definitely.
Since they're closely related. There's nothing I can think of that smells bad and tastes good.
No, thinking of it, I don't think there's any. No. Have you ever had or have you ever heard about oh my god, have you ever heard chitlins or heard of chitlins?
Yes, I have.
My mom likes it and it smells horrendous. It's the most disgusting thing I've smelled and I've ate it.
I don't think I know what chitlins actually
are pig intestines.
Oh, y'all call it y'all.
Do you call it something different?
Yeah, because obviously what we use is in Spanish.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, makes sense. Of course. Chitlins.
I'm gonna have
what do you call it? See what I'm saying? Even within race and ethnicity, there's all different types of wording how you use things. So that's just interesting. I mean, it all still means the same.
Gosh, I can't think of the word.
Think of the name.
We use, yeah.
But you've had it.
If I were to see it on written, I would know what it means because I've never referred. It's one of those words. There's very few words that I only know in Spanish because I've just never heard them said or seen them in English. And that's kind of one of them. But yeah, those are good.
Oh, I don't like chitlins.
Mm,
And I've smelled
interesting.
them. It's just nasty how they smell. I think it's more of a southern thing too. I only know a few southern that's ate. I don't know anyone up north that's had chitlins. So I think there's a lot of things that are just southern type
Well,
dishes.
southern dishes generally have like all kinds of meat in them. They're very meat centered.
Yeah, like alligator meat. You know, people eat that.
Hmm.
Or like just
Yeah.
any type of meat. That's interesting. But now this is just making me really hungry. So I hate holding my computer like this. But I think that should just wrap up our episode today. I think that
Thank
was
God, because I'm starving and I hate talking to you.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Talking all this food is gonna definitely make me hungry. I don't hate talking to AJ, but you know. But I'm gonna go get some wings stop after this.
Oh,
Alrighty,
hold
guys.
on. No,
Wait.
pause.
Wait, what happened?
You better call ahead because they take like 3 hours.
I am gonna call ahead. I was gonna call right after this.
Just, I know we were about to end, but Wingstop, please fix your organization. It's so bad. Even when I do call ahead, I have to wait like an extra 2 hours for my wings
It's the fact that you got so close to your mic was like Wingstop.
because
You
they
can hear me.
need to hear this. Wingstop needs to fix this. It's so
Wingstop
bad.
sponsor us.
Not
Get right.
even like a steakhouse has that bad of like a ticket
Service.
time. Yeah.
Okay, wait.
All right.
Now I don't want to end. Wait, just a quick thing before we end. What's the worst place you've been to that had just like terrible service? Minus like fast food, like a restaurant. Have you ever been somewhere that was like service was crap? Like,
There's nowhere, I mean, I don't want to say their name just because it might be bad for them, but I do
yeah.
remember this one pizza place that we went to. And me and my family we were excited to try a new pizza place because we always like look for pizza places. And it just took them like an hour to seat us, even though the place was empty. And then our pizza took like 2 hours to cook, which I don't know what they were cooking it in. I don't know if they were just holding it up to the sunlight and letting it bake that way, but
Or put it in a
it took
microwave.
forever. I don't know. And it was just so bad. But our server was extremely nice. So
Oh, that's good. That always
yeah.
kind of helps out. I had a bad experience at one wing place.
Mm.
And they were just terrible with serving us. They took forever to seat us as well. It took forever us just to order. Other people were ordering ahead of us. And my mom went full Karen, and actually she walked in the kitchen. I'm not even joking. My mom walked back towards the kitchen. The servers were like, "Man, we can't come back."
Did she like put on the apron? She's like, y'all need all the help y'all can get. Just
I feel like that was her mindset. Like she was like, I'm gonna just go cook these
that's
wings
so
for us.
funny.
Yeah, my mom physically walked all the way back there, and then after we left, she said, "I'm gonna leave a bad review." I was like, "You sound like no minus Karen." And like leave reviews just so they can know. Anyway, so now we'll wrap it up. But I just want to end that on that note.
Way to, yeah.
Alrighty, guys, this has been tea time. Clink.
Clink.